Hey Kevin, what are you cleaning?
Well, this is the beginning of a new wine goblet. I finally finished the first one, and they looked at it and said, "Ooh, my wife wants one too." So I'm starting a new one.
Can we see the old one?
Yeah, sure. See? And see, here's the first one. One big piece of aluminum, really, all hollowed out inside. Got a nice little lip on the edge of it. Turned it all on the lathe. Cleaned out the inside with the mill a little bit until Chuck showed me a better way to do it. So now I'm going to make another one. But instead of making it out of one big massive billet of aluminum, a big chunk where I had to grind all that away, cut all that away, and waste it all, I made it out of different pieces. So my base and my stem, and this is the goblet itself. So now I'm going to clean this up, move this guy out of the way, clean this up because I use a cutting oil while I'm cutting, come in with a little alcohol just to cut the oil, get the oil off of it, come back with a stainless brush or an aluminum brush, whichever one, no steel, and just scrub that down real good. Clean, 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 clean. Aluminum loves to be clean.
Why can't you use a steel brush?
Because you wind up contaminating the aluminum. You leave little particles of steel on there. And then when you try to weld, you get a contaminated weld, you get pops, you get porosity, it just turns into a mess. It's just easier just to do it this way. Use nothing but aluminum, stainless. The stainless and the aluminum get along okay. I don't know why, don't ask. So that's what we're doing. Get this guy all cleaned up. You know, I haven't really done much in the way of shaping, just something very rough. So now I can just go ahead and put it together, and then when I put it in the lathe, I can leave it in the lathe. I can do all my shaping all at once. That way everything comes out straight and true and neat and pretty, and we're good to go. Let me finish this last little bit, and then we'll show you how to weld aluminum. It's a different sound. It's not like welding steel at all. You have to make sure you need an AC machine, like the TIG welder, or you need a spool gun for your MIG welder, either one. And you look at this, the bottom, this is the bottom of the stem, and you wonder, well now, why did I leave that so long? Well, that's so when I put my base on, and I put it onto my goblet, now I can clamp this into the lathe, into the chuck, instead of getting onto my base. So I can turn my base all at the same time. Hold it here, do all my work, come back at the end, cut it off. Let me get a hammer. Now, as far as setting up the machine, like I said, you got to turn it to AC instead of DC. It's really the only change there other than getting your amperage set for what you're doing. But when it comes to the tungsten, that's something different. Get rid of these. So with the tungsten, two different types. 2%, can't read it upside down, 2% seriated 2% thoriated. The thoriated is for steel and stainless. The ceriated is for aluminum. Makes a big difference in how it welds, how clean it is, how easy it welds. If you're going to do a lot of aluminum, go get you a pack of these. You see these got a nice close-up? Okay? So I've already changed my tungsten and put the correct one in. So now we'll fire the machine up and I'll show you what it sounds like. So now you got to remember with aluminum, because it conducts heat so well, turn your machine up a little, a lot of heat, really quick, get your puddle started, then back it off about quarter to halfway, and then you can go ahead and run your bead. So let's start up here. So you saw how long that took to get hot? How long it took for the puddle to get started? Keep the glasses on. Now just remember, I'm going to go ahead and just clamp this part into the chuck and cut that off later when I'm done. Let's go work on the base. Okay, so pick up your helmet. So, as you can see by the end of the torch, it's a little on the warm side. I had to change my glove because the torch got so hot. But we're going to let that cool off. Let the welder cool off a little bit. And then I'll flip it over and I'll go ahead and weld this side of the base, the side that actually shows. What I was trying to do is just fill this in, put a nice bead in there, nice fillet in there, so when I go back to the lathe and I'm turning everything, I can turn that in just like I did with the first one. So it all looks like all one piece. It's all nice and smooth and radius, and looks like a good job. So that's aluminum welding. You got to remember, you need AC, aluminum rod. That's important. Clean. It's got to be clean. Use a stainless brush, use alcohol if you have it, wipe it down, no grease, no oil, no fingerprints. Change your gloves if your gloves are dirty, put clean gloves on, keep it clean, clean, clean. Really important. Then you get a decent weld out of it. I gotta get it out of the leathers, it's hot. See you next time.